Jasmy at the time of this recording continues to see lower prices, and we continue to hold above a very significant low below the 0.00893, which is this significant low over here. And on today's update video, I will be discussing my long-term perspective of the Jasmy chart and also give you the key areas of supports that you need to continue holding above and the significant highs that we need to see a break above in the next coming weeks. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And starting the video here on the weekly chart, you can see that after the massive breakdown move back in 2022, we saw this accumulation zone over here between the 0.01168 and the 0.002233, and we consolidated within that zone for almost a year before we finally got our massive breakout to the upper side in November 2024, that is in Feb 2024, where you can see that on that massive bounce, the market was up more than 20.36% to the upside. And after we got that massive bounce, we started a bit of a breakdown move into the lows that we made in August 2024, where you can see again the market was down more than 60.02%. Then from the lows we made in August 2024, we saw another bounce into the highs we made in December 2024. The market was up more than to 60%. And after we made our highs in December 2024, we started another pullback to the downside, where you can see the market was now down. At some point this year, the market was down more than 93.2%. And that was into the lows we made below the 0.00416 on the week that we got that massive liquidation event. And as a result of that massive liquidation event, I now have two possible scenarios that can unfold here on the Jasmy chart. And the first one is that maybe the low is in after we got this massive buyback over here, and all we need to see is an indication of strength in the market. And the first clear indication is a 5-wave structure to the upside in the next coming days, followed by an ABC corrective structure that needs to continue holding within Fibonacci key areas of support before we can get another reverse and continue pushing higher. And on that bounce, we also need to see a substantial break above the significant swing high we made above the 0.02144. The moment we manage to break above that high, maybe with a retest, then we can continue expecting higher prices here on the Jasmy chart. And on that, at that point, we can now start evaluating whether we can see a bounce all the way to the highs we made in December 2024. But if by any chance we don't see any strength in the market and we continue seeing further breakdown moves, and maybe at some point we also lose this significant low over here below the 0.00893, then that would be a clear indication that a more bearish case scenario is unfolding, and we can first expect Jasmy to fill in this week right here. The moment we get the week fill, then there's a very high chance that we are now going to get a reset of the lows we made in October 2024, and that was below the 0.003 USDT mark, which will be mega bearish. And the moment we start getting a reset of these significant lows, then we need to be very cautious, because there's a very high chance that we can continue seeing further weakness and maybe at some point put in place a new bear market low here on the Jasmy chart in the next coming weeks. So that is something else that we need to be on the lookout for. So for now, we need to pay attention to support above the 0.00893 over there. And if we get a bounce, we need to pay attention for a break above the significant swing high we made above the 0.02144 in the next coming weeks. And that is all that I expect here on the Jasmy chart, on the short term and also on the long term. And let us be patient and see how that plays out, and I will ensure you stay up to date.